I love a product that was put into my hands by our lovely friend Darren. And I've been really uh, trying to feature it more in my smoothing systems, and that is the Bamboo Miracle by Keratherapy. There are the two products that he gave me. One is formaldehyde free, right? And one is it has trace amounts of formaldehyde in it.
You're talking about the actual smoothing treatments themselves.
Yes, the actual smoothing treatments.
Okay, yeah. So what the shift now is, we were covering this, I think it was back in March. No, the news broke. Okay, do you recall the news broke in February and then they were supposed to vote on it in April?
Right.
And it was the FDA was looking to vote on potentially banning the use of formaldehyde in products.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, nothing ever came of that. The FDA, the government, just as per usual, just drags their feet on everything.
Right.
And that's a whole nother discussion topic for a whole nother day. What the nice thing about it, though, what came from that is the companies and the manufacturers proactively have shifted, and they are trying upon taking it upon themselves to do better. And one of the things that they're doing is, if a product is going to continue to have formaldehyde in it, they have discovered a way to lower that content and introduce vegan components into it to make that treatment healthier. And then even alongside the substitute to formaldehyde, they figured out a way to also balance out the chemistry to have vegan components built into the formula alongside that as well too. So I think that's kind of what you're referring to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because we were on the vegan note, and it was on my mind, and since I have your undivided attention, and you're not doing the normal shenanigans you do on the phone, I figured I had to ask you about that. Now here's the fun part. So last night I did the vegan the formaldehyde free smoothing on a client, and I only have a couple of the retail products because there's a whole collection. Am I wrong with this?
No, there every how you say, like, every smoothing system is going to have some kind of a support products. Yeah, sure.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
The Bamboo Miracle got its own support system as well too.
Right. And I was trying to remember.
I'm trying to follow what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, I was trying to remember exactly because I really need. She wanted to be set up, like she said. She goes, if I'm gonna do this, I want the products that help support it. And so run me through. I mean, what exactly? What should I have sent her home with?
Is she's trying to maintain the health? Is she trying to maintain the healthiness of her hair in the most optimal way?
Yes, we smoothed it. We did. I did the smoothing treatment on her, and then and then she was like, all right, well, what do I need to take home with me?
Okay.
She's that dream client. She's that dream client that we all love, is just load me up because I just want to make sure I take care of this. So I don't have you yelling at me later on that I didn't do anything right and it's not doing what it should do.
I mean, if it's the dream client, then I'm going to tell you this. There's there's 4 support products, but they're really, it's not just for treatments, just in general.
Right.
It's my thing is this. Okay, to answer your question directly first, you got the shampoo, you got the Bamboo Miracle shampoo, conditioner, you have a reconstructor, and you have an all-in-one leave-in.
Okay.
Those is just 4 products. All 4 of those products are going to help maintain the overall general health of the hair, the strength, and the moisture in that hair, which automatically is going to help maintain the longevity of that service, of that smoothing treatment service that you just provided for her,
Right.
I think it should be a staple for everybody, especially if somebody has thin, fine hair or thick, curly hair. And I know those are two opposite ends of the spectrum. And I know that generally speaking, somebody with thin, fine hair usually tends to go one way, and people with thick, curly hair, well, thick and or curly hair tend to go a different way, because thick hair is a whole nother category. Curly hair is a whole nother category. You can have people with thin curly hair. You can have people with thick curly hair. You can have people with straight thin and straight thick hair too, you know? So, but I'm just saying overall, the Bamboo Miracle collection, now you just got me talking about the Bamboo Miracle. The Bamboo Miracle collection overall is huge, because those four simple products, the properties of bamboo by itself is so heavily moisturizing. It's just naturally so heavily moisturizing. And then it just actually what you were talking about in the news for it being like a vegan-based product. Okay. It's gentle enough that even on somebody with thin, fine hair, it's not going to weigh it down or make it feel that heaviness of that buildup. It's going to be able to moisturize, strengthen, and maintain that thin, fine hair. Equally so, it is so moisturizing that even on thicker, coarser hair, it's going to be able to soften it up and still strengthen and condition that hair as well too. Now, how that translates to somebody with straight hair versus somebody with curly hair. On a straight hair, because now you're going to be moisturized, you're going to be healthy, straight hair suffers a lot from static electricity. And that's what they get perceived as the frizzies or the flyaways.
Right.
It's actually a lot of static. Those little antennas that are just always hanging around, you know?
Right.
That moisturizing property of the Bamboo Miracle is really going to just help load that in and lock it down. Now, in somebody with a curly hair, the problem with a lot of curly hair is friction. Those curls are constantly rubbing up against each other, and that's what that blows up and looks like a balloons, you know? So the moisturizing property of the bamboo especially is going to help moisturize. You know, I'm just repeating the same word over and over because it's really that simple. You're just moisturizing that hair. You're giving it what it wants, which then is balancing it out, and you don't have friction anymore. Those curls can actually spiral around each other in the way that they're supposed to. And now you have beautiful curly hair or wavy or whatever. But that texture, you can really show off that texture, and you don't have to worry about that hair blowing up into a fro. You know, you can actually have nice wearable curls.
Okay.
I get excited. I just get way too excited about when I love the Bamboo Miracle. I really do. You know, and I talk about Carmelina. I talk about my wife all the time. And, you know, my joke always is over and over and over. When they was passing out hair at the buffet, she got greedy and went multiple times. You know, and I always make the joke, I got to tie a rope around me when I dive into her hair so I don't get lost in that jungle, because she's got a lot. You know her hair. Yeah. She's got a lot.
Yeah.
Ever since I put her on the Bamboo Miracle, those curls actually make sense now. They actually go in a particular way now. You know, like they're not just all over the place. She still has too much hair. Her hair still walks in the room before her little face does, but you know, she has a small head, but she's all hair. Her whole head is just all hair. So yeah, moisture is key. And especially going into the summertime now. Now you got me on a tear. Going into the summertime now.
Yep.
Humidity, we're going to have a lot of humidity. And a lot of people's hair blows up in the summertime because their hair is so dry and thirsty. It's physically reaching out for the first sign of humidity, which is in the atmosphere around us. That's why everybody's hair blows up in the summertime. If you're constantly feeding, quenching that, I sound like a Gatorade commercial, quench the thirst, you know, then you're fine. Then you don't have to, you could go out in July in 100 degrees and not worry about, you know, your hair blowing up into high hell. You know, it'll just stay focused. It'll stay styled in position the way that you want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah. There was it was that young lady at the show.
Oh yeah. What was Hannah?
I think her name was Hannah that you gave.
I gave her the reconstructor actually.
Yeah.
She was, that was that young girl with the curly hairs. and her hair was kind of like half frizzed, half froed, but you could see, to a trained eye, if you know what you're looking at, you could see the curl pattern trying to develop in there. You could really see that curl pattern trying to develop in
Right,
there.
right.
And as she was walking by, I saw her hair before I saw her, you know, and I didn't realize how young she was. You know, I didn't realize like she was a pretty girl and everything. I just saw the hair go by because, you know, like it's a crowd. There's 100 people, you know, every 3 seconds going. There's like 60,000 people that weekend, you know. So all you see is just hair and heads bobbing along through the crowd.
Right.
So yeah, I saw her hair before I saw anything else. And yeah, after talking with her, I gave her the reconstructor to give it a try. You know, if she can maintain the moisture levels in her hair, she'll actually get to enjoy her curls.
Yeah. Well, and she came back the next day with her hair actually done. And she was so happy. I mean, you were in the classroom. She's like, "Where's Eddie?" I'm like, "He's up in the classroom." And she was just so happy. And all her girlfriends are like, you know, it was awesome. It was awesome. But yeah. And it's like, you know, and really the hair is going to tell you what it needs.
It always does.
It always does. It always does. Now, with the band, you know, and that's the reason why I'm asking this question is because with, like we talked about earlier, with the client now really wanting more of a less chemical backdrop to all their products, I just wanted to know exactly what is, should I really be bringing more of the bamboo, the rest of the bamboo line in or not for my shop? And you just answered that question for me.
I mean, you're only talking about 4 products. It's not like you're talking about 100 different types of things.
It's not 60 SKUs. Well, I get that.
It's shampoo and conditioner, very straightforward.
Right.
Everybody uses shampoo and conditioner.
Right.
You got an all-in-one leave-in. The reason behind that is, I mean, you got to look at the numbers, look at the market that you like, the statistics you were just giving earlier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the double-digit billions of dollars, 10 to 20, moving up to, you know, you were saying just shy of 30 billion or 29 point something billion.
Yeah.
Right. There is a need. Like, I look at those numbers and I say, dear God, what is happening that people need, want, or are desperately looking for those kind of products that much? Like, you're consuming that much, right? There are so many different kinds of leave-ins. There are so many different kinds of blowout conditioner sprays. The leave-in market is insane. There's one for strength. There's one for detangle. There's one for UV. There's one for this. There's one for that. There's one for that. And it's confusing. It's really, really, really confusing. At the end of the day, okay, here, I'm going to throw a question to you before I tell you what I'm about to tell you. To you, what is the true purpose of a leave-in conditioner? Like, in your opinion, what is the true purpose of a leave-in conditioner? Forget about all the stuff that's out there. Like,
I always look at a leave-in conditioner as first off, most of my a leave-in, for me, a leave-in, each one serves a different purpose. If it's a leave-in heat protectant that also has a conditioner in it,
okay.
If it's someone that actually desperately needs moisture, it's a daily. I use it as steroids for their conditioner that they use in the shower. It's another conditioner to put on the hair to keep it hydrated, to keep it from doing this, right? Because it's not only curly hair does this. There is straight hair that is dry that does this.
Sure, it does.
A leave-in serves a lot of different purposes, you know, but mostly for me in my head, it's always to keep the hair hydrated.
The common denominator in your response was that it is a conditioner.
Yeah.
That has added additional things into it depending on the situation
Sure.
and the scenario. Okay.
Right.
A leave-in conditioner is just that. It is a conditioner for the hair. When you go into the shower, you wet your hair down. You're supposed to leave shampoo in your hair for like 3 to 5 minutes. Nobody does that. They just kind of rub it on their scalp a little bit. They run it through the ends of their hair, the length of their hair a little bit. They immediately rinse it out.
As long as it makes big fun bubbles, because that's how I know my.
It's all in the suds, right?
That's how I know. That's how I know my hair's clean.
Right. Forget about the lather. It's all about the suds, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's a whole nother segment, another day on that one we should go over. Maybe make another note on that one too.
I'm making a lot of notes today.
You're going to get me on a tear going on that one. So nobody leaves the shampoo in their hair for any extended period of time, which sucks. The purpose of a shampoo is to clarify the scalp, remove any free radicals and any buildup from the hair and the scalp as well too. Okay. Now, while it's doing that, it is also universally pulling away some of the natural oils and some of the good stuff that the body generates to keep the scalp lubricated and keep the hair shaft lubricated as well. So that is the purpose of the follow-up step, which is the conditioner in the shower. You're supposed to put conditioner in your hair, and you're supposed to equally leave that in your hair as well too for an extended period of time, sometimes 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes longer, depending on what kind of conditioner you're using, right?
Right.
Nobody does that either. They
Right.
think they do that, but they don't.
Right.
So now the purpose of the leave-in is to additionally add in what was not put in enough in the shower, and then leave that conditioner in the hair over until the next time you wash your hair, so it can recondition that hair and reprotect it. That's the only purpose of a leave-in conditioner. Now, companies have gotten smart because consumers have been looking and desiring more things. Not only do they just need that additional conditioning, they need strengthening as well. They need moisturizing as well. They need taming and smoothing. They need UV. They need. So now your standard leave-in conditioner has become a hybrid, a cocktail of 20 other different things. And I'm not saying necessarily that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, if you go too heavy towards one direction, you start losing the initial purpose of what the product was supposed to be. You can't balance out a conditioner and a strengthener. You're going to be focusing more on strengthening, more on moisturizing, more on UV protection, more on whatever the thing is supposed to be.
Right.
So when you have an all-in-one, that's giving you the proper true balance of what a leave-in conditioner is supposed to be. That's what I particularly love about the all-in-one Bamboo Miracle leave-in conditioner. Just like the Bamboo Miracle Reconstructor, it is doing its sole purpose. It is trying to reconstruct that hair back into a better condition. So you use the shampoo, you use the conditioner, then you use the reconstructor. You get out the shower, you finalize everything with the leave-in conditioner. Your hair will be in the utmost best protected, strengthened condition that you've ever had, and it'll be silky smooth. And if you have silky smooth,
Silky smooth hair,
right, then you're going to be able to run a brush through it with no problem. And you're going to look like those commercials coming out the ocean with all your makeup and your beachy waves perfectly in place. And all you have to do is just do this, and it falls right into place again. We've all seen the stupid commercials, but they sell, and that's what it is.
I get that.
And that's really what it comes down to more than anything else.
And speaking of selling, did I read? I got something in the mail. Is there a special coming with Bamboo for?
HTB Beauty has a private group on Facebook for their customers,
Right.
for all of our customers, right?
Right.
So yeah, every month or every 2 months, we're always giving a special bonus or a special promotion to our HTB Beauty members. So, become an account, sign up to the private group, make sure you're taking advantage of whatever promotions are going on.
Okay.
If there's a promotion going on, Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah,
Okay.
there's always a promotion going on for our members,
Yeah.
especially our private group members.
Yeah.
We always have additional things going on for them as well
That's
too.
awesome.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
And because the Bamboo Miracle is such a fan favorite of my own personal use all the time, it's constant. I'm constantly doing something with the Bamboo Miracle. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the answer is yes. Yeah, sure.
Eddie will personally come to your salon and stock the shelves.
You know what? I'll tell you this. You want to talk about stocking shelves and doing something. I'll tell you what. It's been very interesting because now that we're hitting into the summertime, a lot of people have more like the kids are out of school and out of activities, so they're not so busy with running, like Ubering the kids back and forth all over the place. So a lot of people have even like a lot of people are finding extra time in their books, and that's just
Right.
making us busier in our education.
Right.
I've been doing a lot more virtual meetings, like these kind of online meetings. What would you call
Right.
them? Like Zoom meetings, virtual meetings.
Right. Right.
In addition to the hands-on and in addition to the in-person, I've been doing a lot more virtual meetings. I actually did a virtual meeting, kind of like how we are right now, with the salon, and we actually refaced you were talking about stocking shelves.
Right.
We actually refaced their retail area. It was hilarious.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They had the camera pointed at their shelving, and I'm like, yeah, put that one next to that one. Like ended up color coding it a little bit more and doing some fun stuff with index cards. Like they call them shelf talkers.
Shelf talkers. Yeah. We've we actually you and I did a hair extension consultation via StreamYard a meeting, like a Zoom.
Yeah, we did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Using the tools that are given to us.